The Department of Government Efficiency, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Ethereum Doge ticker meme coin. We all know about Dogecoin, originally birthed back in 2013, the most popular meme coin in existence, but it is not on a decentralized exchange. This coin, which has a very interesting backstory, and I'm going to be taking a look at the backstory of it. How did it come to prominence within the past year? And could it possibly have a revival, even though this next chapter of its meme life is not necessarily the original purpose of what it was created for? So as you can see, the Department of Government Efficiency, if you take the first letter of each of these words, it spells out Doge. This was originally Elon Musk's plan under Donald Trump to create a department that weeded out useless government spending. And it's technically still in operation, but Elon Musk has since left Doge. And as you can see, based off of the price history, this coin did a crazy multiplier, originally coming onto CoinGecko in early September. This was before the 2024 election, sitting at around 100K in terms of market cap. It boomed all the way right after the election when it became obvious they were going to create the Department of Government Efficiency. It booms to over 400 million. Some of the people within the project say it went to around $525 million, which would be around a total price of 55 cents, something along those lines. We know that it has severely retraced. The Department of Government Efficiency, in terms of the meme sense, was kind of a failure. It didn't do much, and Elon Musk has since left it and potentially starting his own political party. So you look at this and you say, well, this coin is dead. There's no way it's coming back. Well, when you think about the coin and the infrastructure surrounding it, and the fact that it's on a few relatively bigger exchanges, the fact that it is the Ethereum Doge, the real OG Dogecoin, is on centralized exchanges. This is on Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be pumped with a ton of money. They have decided to seemingly rebrand. If you look at their Twitter, they've rebranded into just Doge. You can see it says Doge meme coin. Does this mean that they will be changing their name from the Department of Government Efficiency to Doge meme coin or the Ethereum Doge? I don't know. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that. But at this point, the name Department of Government Efficiency is pretty much obsolete. And you can see now they've got the name Doge meme coin. And this was just about a little bit less than a month ago. This was about half a month ago, talking about the crypto market heating up. This is their pinned message. And so they're trying to rebrand a little bit into being the Ethereum Doge. And I mean, you take a look at this, they have 131K followers, maybe not that amazing engagement, only 186 likes. They're still retweeting things from the Department of Government Efficiency. The question is, because of the brand of Doge, will it potentially be able to carry this is the unofficial Ethereum variant of Doge? We know there's multiple Pepe coins on Ethereum that are probably going to go into the billions of dollars. Could this be the main Ethereum Doge play if Doge goes what people expect, over $100 billion, possibly to $200 billion, when it's really meme season? We have not seen a big run up from Doge. You take a look at it. This coin is still selling off, by the way. Although I guess it did have a little bit of a run in mid-May. But overall, if you take a look at like the past 6 or 7 months, I mean, it is still selling off. Even the past 7 days, well, I guess this past 7 days it's up a little bit. But I would wait for it to officially reverse before you start accumulating. Although maybe you could get an early entry right now at around 8 million. But this is a coin, I mean, if it goes to $1 billion, that's over 100x. And would it be all that surprising if the Ethereum Doge went to $1 billion with all the other coins that are expected to be at $1 billion? This coin already ran to 500 million. Now, it is a unique story. And I wonder if they would consider rebranding it completely, or if that's even, if they would even think about doing something like that, because it's just like the Department of Government Efficiency, I would say that's pretty much obsolete at this point. Now, it stands for Doge, and the meaning of it, we get it, but because Musk is not there anymore, you have to wonder, would they really consider a possible rebrand completely to just Doge, the meme coin? And so, yeah, this is interesting. You can see, you go to the website, it still is branded the same way. Oh, maybe they changed it a little bit. I don't know. But it's still branded with Elon Musk, which kind of is, I mean, Elon's not really a part of it anymore. He's possibly going to create his own party. That's why you see all these America Party coins. And it's just interesting if they're able to harness. I mean, you take a look at, like, there's potentially 3 or 4 different Pepe coins that possibly will be going to at least 500 million. This is really the main Doge. Like, if you take a look at all the Doge coins, I mean, there's a lot of based Doge coins. There's Dogecoin Mars, which is a combination of Doge and Elon. This was a coin that went to $1.1 billion in 2021. And it's an older meme coin. But if you look at all of them, you've also got Doge Bonk, which this is an interesting one as well. Doge Eat Doge is an interesting one. And I think this one's actually came down significantly. I haven't looked at it in a while. You have Baby Dogecoin sitting at, it's gone over $1 billion. So there's a number of these Doge variants that have done very, very well. And technically this coin did do very, very well. But it really wasn't in the official Doge umbrella. It was more of an Elon Musk project that came together in a meme way because the first letter of every word spelled out Doge, and that's how you get the ticker Doge. So now that that's gone, where does the project go? Does it still have a chance to boom? Is it still going to be part of the narrative? Is it the official Ethereum Doge? Could we see it possibly doing extremely well because of the amount of normie appeal that's in this coin? And you're talking about like multiple billions if it catches on. I'm not saying it will. This isn't financial advice. I'm wondering, because when I originally saw this coin like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was like, I remember that coin. That coin's dead because Elon Musk now has left and there's no narrative surrounding it. But they're trying to rebrand it, and you can understand that maybe this is. I actually don't know. I wonder if. Did it get lower in terms of, it was around 9 million, around 9 or 8 million back in April, and that's where it is right now. So it's been pretty stagnant. I would say this is probably possibly its low water mark, hopefully, of the bull cycle. But it's just an intriguing option if you're looking for like a top end, maybe multi-billion-dollar meme. This is one that may be interesting because it does have the boom potential of being the official Ethereum, or I guess the unofficial Ethereum Doge. So it's just something to take into account. And it does have the total supply of 1 billion. They did burn around 20 million of it. But listen, you're talking about it goes to $1, that's over 100x. That's even less than $1 billion in terms of total market cap. That would be a new all-time high for it. Its all-time high is around, you could say 500 million, maybe 450 million. But it's an interesting option depending on if they're able to harness the Doge format and Doge theme and appeal to normies, possibly. And you take a look at the markets, it's not on anything crazy. It's on Mexi. It's on pretty much that's it. I mean, obviously Uniswap, the decentralized exchange, it's bridged to Solana already. Which it doesn't surprise me that because this coin was massive. I mean, if you've got a market cap of 400 or 500 million or 300 million and you're maintaining that for multiple weeks, you're gonna bridge the coin to Solana. You're gonna do a bunch of different things. So there's gonna be an infrastructure that gets built up out of it. But it's an interesting, if people think, well, this is a coin, if it really harnesses, I mean, this could go to $4 or $5 billion. I'm not saying it's going to, because it's unique in the way in which the narrative is technically dead, but maybe not. I don't know if they're sticking with the total branding with the same logo, things like this. Let me actually see if they still have the same. Yeah, they still have the exact same logo. So, I mean, we'll see what ends up happening with it, but it's an interesting one to look at. I know I looked at it because I originally thought that Elon Musk was going to stay and this was going to be a big thing and it would be a huge narrative for the bull run, the Department of Government Efficiency. But with Musk gone now, the Department of Government Efficiency still exists, but in terms of a meme format, you need Musk to be there as a catalyst for it, constantly tweeting about it, and now obviously he's not going to be doing that. So that would be the concern in terms of it, but it's an interesting one to look at. Either way, guys, make sure you like the video down below.